Day 10. Earth's only legitimate culture. As the king was walking on the roof of the royal palace of Babylon, he said, "Is not this the great Babylon I have built as the royal residence, by my mighty power and for the glory of my majesty?" The words were still on his lips when a voice came from heaven. "This is what is decreed for you, King Nebuchadnezzar. Your royal authority has been taken from you. You will be driven away from people and will live with the wild animals. You will eat grass like cattle. 7 times will pass by for you until you acknowledge that the Most High is sovereign over the kingdoms of men and gives them to anyone he wishes." Immediately what had been said about Nebuchadnezzar was fulfilled. Daniel 4:29-33. Today's devotion. Human empires rise and fall, but the kingdom of God stands forever. Earthly rulers who forget or who refuse to acknowledge the one to whom they are accountable set themselves up for judgment, and even destruction. Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, ruled the mightiest empire the world had ever known up to that time, but even he had to learn to humble himself before the God of heaven. God's Big Idea, Chapter 3. Considerations. 1. What caused the ultimate downfall of Nebuchadnezzar? Are there government leaders today who are guilty of this same attitude? 2. Many earthly governments are in disorder. This can be attributed to the following principle. 3. Human-based culture is illegitimate and rooted in evil and destruction. What can be done to recognize the legitimate kingdom of God? 4. The clash between the illegitimate and legitimate cultures is continually felt worldwide, especially recently with the rise of terrorism, which is based, many times, on religious convictions. Are there ways you can make changes within your realm of influence? 5. Name other culture clashes we are faced with today, and describe how worldly governments have contributed to the legitimization of perversion. Meditation. The shrinking of our global community through telecommunications technology and the internet has greatly accelerated the rate and intensity of culture clash. A take-no-prisoners war is being waged for the soul of our culture, and it is vitally important that we identify the nature of the fight. What do we do when we discover that mosques are popping up next to churches all over America? The need to preserve democratic freedom and individual rights conflicts with the need for greater security. What do we do when the counterculture of sexual perversion labors and lobbies vigorously to dignify and legitimize itself through legislation? How should we respond to the claim that 2 men or 2 women should be able to marry each other, and to raise children in such a same-gender household? This is no time to play religious games. The very life of our culture is at stake. We need help from beyond ourselves, help from the Creator of the Earth's original and only legitimate culture. God's Big Idea, Chapter 3. How has the culture clashes affected your life, your worldview?